Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we went through Thane's loyalty mission, where we tracked down, or figured out, who Thane's son, Koliot, had been contracted to kill, tracked them down, and prevented Koliot from going through with the assassination, and allowing Thane to begin to mend fences. So that's all now taken care of. So we are back on the ship. We need to talk to Garrus. We need to talk to Thane. I think that's all, because we've already talked to Morden. We've already talked to Grunt. I don't think they're going to have anything else left to say, but I can double check. Yeah, we'll see how far we get. But first thing I'm going to do is check my private terminal to see if we have any unread messages, which we do. It could happen to you, from Elcos mail routing. Oh, really? Adrel lay in the ocean, dying from Keppel syndrome, and had a dream. In his dream, the Enkindlers came to him and charted the course of his life. The Drell saw the wakes and eddies, and saw that sometimes the Enkindlers swam alongside him, limbs raking the water, while other times he was alone. The Drell saw that the times he was alone were the hardest times of his life. He asked the Enkindlers, why was this one abandoned? The Enkindlers answered, their light shining brightly, you were never abandoned. In those difficult times of your life, it was our bodies that bore you through the water. The Drell woke and found his Keppel syndrome cured. If you follow the light of the Enkindlers, it can happen to you. Where the Enkindlers go, we shall follow, and where their light is the sun, we shall be the stars around them. Send this message to 6 beings of your acquaintance, and your greatest wish shall come true. Love the chainmail spam. Alright. Concerns Keepers from Chorbin. I hope this address still works. I promise to send you intel on the Keepers if I found anything, and this is important. See those scans you took? It turns out the Keepers are bioengineered, and based on my comparisons to some of the material from Saren's flagship Sovereign, they were engineered millions of years ago by the same people who made Sovereign. You may not understand how important this is, but it suggests that the Citadel wasn't really made by the Protheans. It may have been made by something far older, with the Keepers as organic guardians. And what's more, based on my genetic readings, they're supposed to react to something. Some signal or something about every 50,000 years. You can measure genetic variances. It's a bit like comparing rings on the tree to see the drought years. Whoever did this, well, around the last time this signal went off would be around the time the Protheans disappeared, and it's scheduled to go off sometime around now. If any of the old tech still works, they could have some nasty surprises waiting for us. Just thought you'd want to know. Nobody here on the Citadel will listen to me. What else is new? Chorbin. Alright. I guess we can go pop into Morden's office and see if he has anything new to add.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, personal matters on mind, actually. Got call from nephew. Promising geneticist himself. Just turned 16, got tenure at university. Following in my footsteps. Had to lie about what I was doing. Think he was suspicious. Doesn't matter. Still good to hear his voice.
Ah, he does. So your nephew got tenure at 16.
Your nephew got tenure at 16? Is he a genius or a scientific prodigy?
No, wait. Don't want to insult him. Yes, but not in manner you meant. Remember, Salarian lives short. Mature rapidly by your standards. Don't live much past 40.
Alright, and why now?
Are you calling him because you're worried we won't make it back?
No, aware survival unlikely, but actually contacted him for family connection. Hard to imagine galaxy. Too many people, faceless, statistics easy to depersonalize. Good when doing unpleasant work. For this fight, want personal connection. Can't anthropomorphize galaxy, but can think of favorite nephew. Fighting for him.
Alright then.
Does anyone in your family know about what you really did for the government?
No, I'm lying, but won't pry. Solarians curious as a people, but also have social cues. Keep 2 types of secrets from family. First type, personal or guilt-based, invite suspicion, exploration, puzzle to be solved, reward for curiosity, intelligence, drama. Other secrets, more serious. dangerous if discovered. Signals discourage curiosity for protection of family.
And you can't game the system?
Why wouldn't everyone give clues that their secrets were too dangerous to be uncovered?
Not conscious. Social, reflexive body language. Can't fake it. Example. Yawning perceived as contagious among humans. Subject observes yawn. Sensory input deactivates left periamygdalar region. Subject yawns in response. Social empathy. Also works with dogs. Solarian faking signals to discourage curiosity, similar to human faking a yawn. Can try, but effectiveness limited.
Alright then. Nice talk.
I'm glad you got to talk to family before we finish this. And I'm glad we talked too, Morden.
Honored to be part of this, Shepard. Helped preserve Galaxy before with genophage. Dirty work. Ethically ambiguous. Problematic. Collector's mission simpler, cleaner. We'll be proud to see it in Morden's Solus biography vid. Unless we all die. Proud posthumously, in that case. Regardless. Thank you.
Alright then. Should probably also check Grunt then as well. Might as well. Let's go down to engineering.
Shepard,
Anything new to say?
Just checking in. How are you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything. Clan, kin, and enemies to fight.
Alright, yep. He's done.
That's all for now.
Shepard,
Grunt. Alright, crew quarters. Guess we'll go check in with Thane first.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
You talked a lot about your people, but not much about yourself.
It's not that I don't trust you. I'm not used to trusting anyone, especially since Erica was killed. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
Alright, and you end up getting married?
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
Alright, so what happened?
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who?
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
I see.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
Probably something you wouldn't want to tell Kolyat?
I don't think that's something you should share with Kolyat.
Erica helped me carry my burdens. With what time I have left, I must help him with his. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
You're talking to your son again. That's huge. Don't lose sight of that by dwelling on should-have-beens.
You are correct, of course. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
Alright then. On to Garrus. And yes, we are not going down the romance path with Thane.
I can't believe the collectors were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Who knows what the Reapers did? Creepy.
Yeah, they've been really heavily modified. Hey, Garrus.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
Whoever else?
You actually think we'll find something worse than Collectors or Reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
Alright, and what about Ilos?
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about trekking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Alright, what do you think the chances are?
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Alright. And CSEC?
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
Alright, and we'll ask how Turians prepare for high-risk missions.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
Full contact sparring?
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
Who won?
I assume you took her down gently.
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
And, this is the romantic path we're going to take. Because it's the correct one.
It sounds like you're carrying some tension. Maybe I could help you get rid of it.
I didn't think you'd feel like sparring, Commander.
Not what I meant.
What if we skipped right to the tiebreaker? We could test your reach and my flexibility.
Oh, I didn't. Never knew you had a weakness for men with scars. Well, why the hell not? There's nobody in this galaxy I respect more than you. If we can figure out a way to make it work, then... yeah, definitely.
All right then. All right, so we're going down that path, and who else? Is there anybody to talk to? We haven't done Samara's yet, so no. I don't know if Kasumi has any additional dialogue.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. I really appreciate your help with the Hawk heist. I know why we had to destroy Keiichi's gray box, but it doesn't make it any easier. Liara Tassoni's got quite a reputation. I've done business with her people before.
Alright, so just a minor adjustment. Alright, well, I think that's all the conversations we have at the moment. So, we need to find something else to do for the rest of the episode. I don't think I have enough time to do a full loyalty mission. Well, there's probably a few other shorter things that we can get done. Help Ollie, help Jacob, help Samara, investigate Project Overlord. I think what we're going to go ahead and do is head over here and grab the hammerhead. I'm probably not going to do the Firewalker missions on screen because they're really not that big of a deal. But we will be doing Overlord, of course. And we kind of need to have this to do Overlord, so. Let's just go ahead and head in here and grab this real quick.
I have detected an anomaly.
It's, of course, a rich planet.
Probe launched. I have found something.
Alright, let's land. And it really doesn't matter who we bring. You're loyal. You're loyal. You're loyal. Alright, well, let's bring Tali and Jacob. Why not? I have 5 points, apparently. Okay, I'll max out Incinerate then. Advanced plasma round melts or burns nearly anything it hits. So recharge time, impact radius. Larger impact radius? No, we'll just do heavy Incinerate. No.
Far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Aloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Alright, just want to check and make sure there isn't anything here for me to grab. So I can't remember if there is or not. It appears to be an escape pod. Nope, doesn't look like there's anything. Alright. Let's, crack open the box.
Systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI. Mission objectives located. Acquired. Caution, guided missile system active.
Some of this does look a little bit different.
Obstruction detected. Path is now clear.
Let's see. Where do we want to go? That is a goofy noise. Of course, I missed one down there. Did I? Nope, I did. Here. And the last piece of research we need.
Mission objectives completed.
All right, that's all we need. Alright, so we've acquired the M44 Hammerhead. Alright. So, guess we'll go ahead and end the episode here, and then next time we'll probably move on to another loyalty mission. I have to decide which one I want to do. And then we'll see where we go. Alright, but for now, we'll stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.